This is the 2023 paper 2a level AQA mathematical studies, and this is question 8. It is about point estimates, which are sample means. So here we have some different samples and the mean score for these students from those different samples. The first thing to bear in mind is that with sample size matters, so the biggest sample is the best point estimate. But that seems like not a lot of work for 4 marks, and that is because you could actually combine all of these into one big sample. So we can combine all of the data from these different samples into one sample to get an estimate of the mean for across all the secondary schools. So I'm going to add a column here for total. So you know with the mean, you add them all up and you divide by how many there are. If you want to work backwards and get the total, you can multiply by how many there are. And I do in fact want to do that. So these 30 students altogether got 1086 marks. These 50 students altogether 2070 marks. These 20 students altogether 766 marks. These 75 students altogether 2,880 marks. So if we were to combine all of these samples, we would have 30 plus 50 plus 20 plus 75, which is 175 students. And if I add up all of those, I get 6,802 marks. In total. And so I can make a really good estimate of the population mean with a much bigger sample by combining them. So all of those marks divided by all of those students I'm still going to round to one decimal place. So I've got this, but I'm going to round to one decimal place and say 38.9. Will be my answer for the sample. Okay. So, how could the accuracy of this estimate be improved? Take a bigger sample. Okay. Alright, last part. 8 students who took this test take an additional test. And we're going to do a product moment correlation coefficient. Okay, I'm going to need my calculator for this. Right, home, statistics mode. I have 2 variables. I also have a load of data that's already in there, but I will delete anything that I don't overwrite. So I'm going to say m is the x values, so 31, 11, 14, 7, 12, 46, wow, 9 and 13. And then I have slightly too much data, so I'm going to delete it. So I'm just going to check. I do have 8 students and no extras. And now I'm going to put in the additional test values: 56, 75, 37, 42, 23, 33, 81 and 42. Okay, just checking, I just have 8 values. You'll notice I have a frequency column on here. I'm totally ignoring it. That's just because I have one student in each one, and I don't want to turn the frequencies off because it's a pain to turn them on again. Okay, once all my data is in there, and I've made sure there's no other data in there to mess me up, I'm going to press EXE again and choose the regression results. Linear regression. The product moment correlation coefficient is R, and that is there. .264 to 3 decimal places. So that suggests there's not a strong correlation at all, almost no correlation.